Will Pixel Piece Update 2 revive the game? In my opinion, the short answer is probably not. Definitely not. Because they had their chance and they blew it. This game was really hyped up for a few months, especially before release, and it came out and it was a complete buggy mess. It was awful. Let's start off with the release of Pixel Piece. I didn't play on the very beginning of the release. I played a couple of days later, and from that experience I enjoyed it. I did enjoy leveling up to max level, no matter how laggy it was. I bought a private server just because I didn't really want to put up with the lag, but if you didn't have a private server, then it might have been a lot different of an experience for you. And that brings us on to update 1. There's not really much to say about release, because release did have some content, just not much. Like you were able to get to like 0 to max level in like 3 hours. It was ridiculous how easy it was. But then they brought out update 0.5, and that added, from the top of my memory, that added took me a while to think of that. That added the Oni race, Yamato and Kaido's race. That's all I can remember, to be honest. It added a few stuff that made update 0.5. It wasn't update 1. It wasn't like release content, so it was update 0.5. Then update 1 came around the corner, and update 1 had about the same amount of content as update 0.5. Not an actual proper update, had the same amount of content as a proper actual update, if you get me. Update 1 came out with the new Arlong boss, which should have been there from release. I don't know why he wasn't there on the island when you got to the island. Added Fishman Karate, or should I say, added Fishman Karate. I'll explain that in a minute. And it also added the Sea Beast boss as well. They were the 3 main things about the update. And every single one of them was broken some way. And this is probably the main downfall for the game, in my opinion. The fact that they released an update, like an actual update, like their very first update, and everything they had touched, everything they had changed, had at least one thing that made it completely broken. For example, the Arlong boss, you could fight him, you could get his boss drops, that was fine. Except when you did go to fight him, he would turn into an absolute living Beyblade and just start spinning off the map. And that was annoying because it was made it easy, because you could just kind of trap him in a corner, and if you did get stuck in that corner, boom, easy to fight. But it was annoying because if he went off the map and he despawned, his health would get regenerated. So if that kept happening, it was basically just regenerating health. The next thing is Fishman Karate. I don't get why this didn't get fixed straight away. It was the most easiest fix ever, and there are some reasons, potentially, why that happened. But Fishman Karate got added into the game. The NPC was there. You went to go buy it. It cost you 999,000 gold, which obviously it wasn't meant to cost that much. And the Sea Beast as well got added into the game. That didn't even attack you. When it first got added into the game, you went up to it, did not attack you whatsoever. So easy Sea Beast farming. Now there is one slight thing as well. They did add a bug fix for Nether. Apparently not a bug fix. They like nerfed it. Apparently Fireflies did too much damage, so they nerfed that. And by the time the update came out, Fireflies didn't even work. The Z move on Nether just did not work. So that's why I say everything they touched that update, even bug fixes, they managed to break what they did, basically. Now, I can't code. I've tried doing some coding in the past. It hasn't really worked out that well. So I know how hard it is to make a game. But updating a game and having everything broken in it, it shouldn't be allowed, basically. As I said before, I don't know how to code. I know like the print command, that's probably about it. But even to me, the Fishman Karate bug where it cost 999,000, that bug should have been easily fixable. All they had to do was change the text on the text bar, whatever it's called, to say however much it should cost. So let's say 3,000. Let's say Fishman Karate costs 3,000. Change that to say 3,000. Boom, done. Then you would for that change a bit of code, basically replace like one word or like letters. Because in the code it would be like, yeah, it costs this much to take this much away from the player, basically. All they would have to do was replace that with however much it cost. So 3,000 for this example. Boom, do that, it should be back in the game. They ended up removing it from the game because they couldn't find a fix. So I'm not the smartest guy, but even to me, that is probably the most easiest thing they could have done to fix, to add something into the game. So there was a few speculations going around that Fishman Karate was not finished. They just wanted to add it into the update with it not being finished, but like they didn't want the update to have too little stuff, so they added it in and then like made it out to be a bug. But obviously none of that would be pushed forward, because obviously if they like said it wasn't finished, they obviously wouldn't have had it for the update. Now if they say it wasn't finished but they put it in the game, then they would have got hate either way. But this is also probably another point. The game's gonna die if the devs aren't, I mean already is dead, it's not even open, but the game's not gonna do well if the devs aren't honest with the community, if they aren't honest with the player base. The best games have the best like connection with the players, if that makes sense. They interact, they talk with their players and find out what they want. and stuff like that. So that makes the best game. Obviously, Pixel Piece didn't do that. They just added in an unfinished fighting style just to make it look like the update had more content. It is just a theory, it's just speculation. I don't think any of it has been confirmed, so take what you will with a grain of salt. Now, the Sea Beast, they managed to fix that before the game got shut down. The Member Bug, they also managed to fix. And the Arlong Boss, I believe they also managed to fix that before the game shut down. I can't really remember, I haven't really been too up to date. There has been some like daily updates almost in the Discord server, so if you are part of the Discord server, you will be getting sneaks. The game on Roblox has also been updated. Their profile, like the icon, has been updated to Smoker, meaning we're going to get the smoke fruit in the next update. Whether that does anything to help revive the game, probably not. I don't see this game getting more than a couple thousand players when it reopens. And like it did good when it like first opened. It had like 30,000 players or something like that. But yeah, this is also apparently update 1.5 when the game opens, because also on the game I believe it also says update 1.5 now. So they are updating it, so the game is almost ready to be opened in my opinion. There are some sneaks on the Discord that I remember. I'll put them up on screen. Let's just summarize this video. Will Pixel Piece Update 2 revive the game? I'm going to say no. Now, you might have a different opinion, you might say yes, but from my experience, any game that either shuts down for maintenance because their game is completely broken, or just like the game isn't open for a good amount of time and they don't receive updates for a good amount of time, it dies basically. Like GPO, the game hasn't actually shut down as far as I'm aware, but like they just don't update for a long while, and even though it's still getting around 5 to 10k players, which is a decent amount, obviously not as good as some other games, but it could have a lot more. It hit like 100,000 players when they did the Rumbling event. But it still obviously isn't that good because they don't update, they don't add any more content to the game. Which basically what Pixel Piece has done. People were enjoying the game when it first came out, but now they've lost interest in it because they haven't been able to play it in such a long time. That's just my experience anyway. That's what I kind of feel. If I don't play a game in a while, then not, like I don't feel like I want to play it. I probably will play Pixel Piece Update 2, or it is probably also an update. As I said before, it's update 1.5, but I'm just going to call it update 2 because it should be update 2. Yeah, the game also, I'm going on sidetracks here, but the game is ready to be opened, as I said before, but they are adding extra content to hopefully satisfy us. That's something that along those lines that they said in the Discord. Whether or not it's going to satisfy us, I don't know. We're just going to have to find out. It should be coming out in the next month or so. So yeah, maybe when it just come out, I'll play it, something like that, I don't know. But yeah, I don't think it's going to revive the game. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Let me know why you thought Pixel Piece did so bad as a game. Like, it got good player base when it first opened, but then it just got worse and worse and worse with each like update they added in. They only did one pop update to be fair as well, so like it's not the best going for games, definitely not. And I wouldn't be surprised if they just like discontinue the game. They just shut it down forever, or they like keep it open but they just don't update it, because some games have done that in the past. But yeah, I don't think it's going to update or it's going to revive the game. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. If you did enjoy, please do like and subscribe. It really is appreciated. I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.